Right, wonderful people, lovers of freedom, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and every one of you. Welcome back to Expose News TV, your one and only YouTube platform where they're giving a back to back update on how things they be or how things they shell for Biafra land and beyond. If you're joining us for the first time, remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications too. Also, remember to like and share this news too. Okay, my wonderful people, the latest one with the boss brains at the moment be say yes, I see the hot well and so we go they give them to na hot. We sabi say these people don't they misbehave and we go make them understand say na so it they be hot anytime, any day. So at the moment, the Biafra Army has bombed the Nigerian Police Commissioner his office multiple times just because we know and they have come to understand every evil that particular man has been doing or that particular man did during his time. We know that once in a while, we know that there are people that have been working inside the house or people that have been working against us from the inside, and they would see the kind of things that are happening in their very before and they would decide to ignore it. That is one of the key things that I have come to understand. And because they decided to ignore these things that are happening, they decided to ignore every single thing that is happening. That is why they are people that are now targeted and people that are seen as prey at the moment for doing the things they were not supposed to do. And at the moment, one thing is clear: they are going to actually bear the consequence of all their actions. They are going to actually suffer for every single thing they've done, because these people are people that were expected to actually be better, or people that actually are to serve the cause for life and for goodness. But then it don't bust, it don't happen. Say people waiting, they expect people to do, no be waiting them. They always do. They always get waiting they won't do for their own mind. And at the moment, so you don't be. This particular man that the Biafran army has targeted is a person that has always, one way or another, been doing the opposite, be ignoring the kind of things that were happening in Amambara. And at this particular point, I feel like it is his time to actually suffer. Yes, that is why everything is happening at the moment. That is why he's getting the heat at the moment, because of course we have come to find out that this is what he has been doing, and this is what, and of course, if you are involved in anything like this, and if you are involved at all in anything like this, then be rest assured that your own punishment is also coming. Your own Waterloo is so close, and that you're going to get to it as soon as possible. Even as we are talking to you now, we have the PMBRGIE doing a whole lot, making sure that things work out like they should. And these are things we want. These are things we actually crave to keep hearing. Because of course, when we have these things close to us, when we have these things happening, we are sure that being saved is one thing that is very, very close. And that is why even at the moment, these things that are happening right now are signs. Whether you believe it or not, these things are signs that we are actually getting there, and that will actually succeed if we keep on doing the needful things that we're expected to do. People feel that our time has come to an end. People feel that maybe by now we should have given up, or that we are wasting our time. I am not going to say a whole lot or say anything against those people, but they are dreaming. That's just the only thing I can say at the moment. They are dreaming very, very well, because there is no way we are going to let this thing slide. Every single thing we have been doing, every single case we've been on, has been a total plan. And that's the truth of the matter. It has been a plan that we've always wanted to go through with. It has been something the PM has been planning on his own, and something that at the end that we are able to achieve one after the other. It is not something that has been rushed. It is not something that we did not think of before doing it. It is something that has been thought of way, way before time. And a whole lot of people did not understand that most things that have been done are plans that have been set up a long time ago, just to make sure that we actually succeed in whatever we end up doing. And that's the truth of the matter. The PMBRGIE, the Biafran fractions, we don't wake up in the morning and decide to do anything we want. There is always a plan, one way or another. There is always a plan we have to, and those plans always work out, always find their way to work out, because Of course, they would not want it to work out on a normal ground. But we have our ways, and our ways always pull through one way or another. And at this particular point, the most important thing is for every single person to understand that the fight is not over. That the fight will be over when we have finished. What happened to the lands in their place? Is their place not enough for them to graze their cows? Why are they coming into our land? If it's not for a takeover, I don't know what else it is. Because right from time, I believe what these people have always wanted is to take over our land. Because you enter the streets of Owerri, you enter the streets of Anambra, you enter the streets of Ohafia, Igbo land, you'd see Hausa people, mosques built everywhere. And these people are able to like wake up one day, enter there, do whatever they want. The places where they are mosque or where they pray to their Lord on Fridays are being filled or is being filled with all these Hausa and Yoruba Muslims covering the roads, blocking the roads, stopping movement because of the fact that they are praying to their God. You don't try that in their rural areas. You don't try that in their place in the north. They will take you down. They are not in support of anything Christian, and if you are a Christian in that place, which means you are hiding as a Christian. But then they come into our place and we give them that accommodation of, hey, the peace we have here, and how we would always want to accommodate them in anything they do. And this has given them the morale to feel like they can take over or do whatever it is. Go to people's universities, you see these people there. You see that they are now the ones riding bikes, and these are all steps these people have taken towards taking charge of the Igbo land. And it is very heartbreaking and very bad that these are the things that are happening. You see that in every state, one way or another, especially in Owerri, there is an Amawusa. That place they call Amawusa, that is where it's as if they've been given that place. I don't believe anywhere in Biafra land these people should be allowed or given a place where they can stay. Because their mission is to take over, encroach and take over, give birth, have lots of children wherever they are. They do not even care. They breed their young ones anywhere they find themselves, and they come out and beg, and that is how they live their lives. And so these are, you feel that they are just people that are begging. It's a lie. These are things that they use to encroach into the land they want to convert and they want to take over. And that is why we need to be alert as Ndi Igbo. We need to really be at alert to make sure that these things don't affect us. These things don't find us one day and end us. Because that is what it's aiming for. That is what this whole mission is aiming for. To cleanse Ndi Igbo. But of course, we are not supposed to allow that to happen to us. We are not going to let that kind of thing happen to us, because we are Ndi Igbo. And we expect, this is our land. This is Biafra land. The fact that these people have rejected giving us our land, or they've rejected giving us our referendum so for us to stay on our own, does not mean we'll allow people to encroach into it. And thank God for PM Mazi Simon Ekpà, that has decided, that have taken it up to his head, that has carried it on his head to make sure that the movement is not forgotten. The movement is carried up. The referendum is not a mission to be given up on. And that is why a whole lot of things are happening right now, because of the movement that has not been given up by people that have dedicated their lives to fighting for freedom. And so, my people, if you think that maybe you are not in support of Biafra, that is fine. Finally, when we get it, you can stay with them. You can stay with people that are ready to oppress you till death, that are ready to shoot you if you mess up, that are not even in support of Christianity. The only thing they want you to worship is that their God, which is the Muslim, which is their Allah. And then you would understand that there is no place that is better than where you are coming from. Yes, and that is the truth. People always wake up and say a whole lot of things concerning how we cannot stay on our own, or how we cannot live on our own. But then we've been able to live with people that are not interested in our progress. They are not interested in anything we hold dear. They've only ever wanted our failure. They've only ever wanted anything that will bring us down. That is what these people have always wanted right from time. And the earlier we get that into our skull, the better for us. They are not interested in us. They're not interested in us making it in any way. They've always wanted to take over. They've always wanted to have access, benefits from all our businesses and things like that. And that is one of the reasons they've decided not to let us go. But then we are not backing down on anything that concerns the Biafra movement. And so, my people, this is where we come to the end of this particular broadcast. Thank you for joining us. Remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications too. Thank you.